Hello. So recently, I have been working at an academy, and it's been a month since I started, and I've learned all sorts of cool stuff. But one thing I definitely learned is using images is the best thing ever. Recently, I had to do a lesson on how much and how many in the grocery store. I didn't really have that much directions, and so I just kind of did my own thing. And what I decided to do was I got photos online that were of what do you call this? The grocery store, and I used them to do how much and how many. So first, I started off with doing a lesson on like how much and how many, like just to review it, like how many is for countable, how much is for non-countable. And then I decided to do this dialogue about this couple, a man, a husband and wife going on to the grocery store to go grocery shopping, and they needed to see what they had in their cupboards and what they had in their refrigerator. And they talked about what they were cooking, which was spaghetti with meatballs and garlic bread. And then I went through and created a list of like what they had, and I asked the class like how much spaghetti sauce does he have, how much pasta does he have, and so that really practiced using how much in a sentence. Um, how many tomatoes does he have? Because you would use many for tomatoes. And then I wrote it out on the board like what he had, and then I also had written it on index cards, and I'd given them the index cards, and from the index cards they could make a grocery list because it said like he has this many tomatoes and he needs this many, and so they made a grocery list. And then they told me, I was like, how much of this does he need? And they made the grocery list for me on the board. The next thing was I gave them the photos of the grocery store, and on the photos there were prices, and then it said like, tomatoes were like 3 for $1 or something. And then so um, on the bottom I had them create 6 sentences that said how much, like that wrote out questions like how much are tomatoes, and then they had to answer it themselves. The tomatoes are 3 for $1, and so they made 6 of those, and there was 3 groups, and so I had 3 groups come up, and they used 3 different pictures. After that, I had them come up with a recipe on their own, and they had to use whatever products were on the pictures. And I brought in my dairy photos, and then so there was dairy, vegetables, fruits, and I think like I don't know, it's just something else, a bakery. And so I was like, use the products right here, and make a recipe out of it, and then tell me how much you would need of each product. And so that really practiced how much and how many. And so that was one of my favorite lessons, and that's something that I just got off online, and like I was just like, oh, this is fun, like this is amazing. So yeah, that was it for my video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Here are the images I used. These are drawings of fruits, drawings of vegetables, and then drawings of things from the bakery. They look very appetizing, and then drawings of things that are dairy products.